Okay, so that's officially our shooting spot. We don't have much space, so this is it. This is what we have. Everywhere else is quite dirty, but we cannot complain. We have wind tonight. That means no mosquitoes. And
oh wow!
Oops.
I just cleaned that up. I just cleaned it.
Well. And here's what's going to happen. We have about 1 hour left before we start shooting, and I'm going to start with two white milky tubes because this is the brightest tube that I have, and I'm going to insert one flashlight in each using glow caps. What's the brightest thing that I have. And as the sun is there and we're shooting that direction, that means that the orange tube is probably not going to work. In fact, I didn't even bring it because I know that when we're shooting opposite to the sunset, the orange tube is rarely working. What I'm mostly looking for is something more pinkish. So I use the red pink holographic tube. I'm going to try the pearl tube. And I also have a few other holographic tubes that might work tonight. But these are going to come later at night because they're not bright enough at the beginning of the blue hour. But it just takes probably 10 minutes and then we're ready to roll with these purple or red pink tubes. So I'm starting with two super bright tubes and two flashlights. And then I switch to only one flashlight, one tube, lower power. So probably I go from 2000 lumens to 1000 to 600. And at the end of the night, we'll have 10 lumens, 10 or 15 using a different flashlight that has a dimmer. So it can be super low brightness inside the tube to balance with the background.
Yeah.
That's sand over here. 10 or 15, so it can be super low bright.
Yeah.
That's sand over here. The 10 or 15, super low bright. Okay, the light is getting very good. We're going to start in about 5 minutes. I'm shooting super wide usually. I avoid that glow over there. Sorry for the crooked horizon. But that's my best option tonight, so I might try to compose with this glow over there. I cannot point that direction because we got some trees over there, and over there we have some houses, so it's going to be bright and dark. So I'm going to try to do some sort of shapes that match that glow on that side. What a beautiful light. It's still a little bit early, but it's going faster when you're shooting opposite to the sunset. You see it's so dark over there. Here it's super bright, so there's probably 20 minutes difference for the moment where you start, depending if you're shooting this direction or that direction. It's going fast, opposite difference. Opposite. Okay, there we go. So we start at white balance 4500 on this one. Yeah, so I put the framing just like that, so I'll be right here. And now I'm going to set up the second camera. Okay, yeah, I put this one a bit further back away so we can also see the second camera in the framing. Yeah, that's it. So this camera is going to take picture and I'll go behind Kim. So do the focus once again. So normally I would have both cameras side by side so I can film and take pictures. But tonight, as I want to show mostly the process, this camera is going to be mostly filming on the side. So now I'm ready on this one to film, I'm going to set up this camera here at 14 millimeters. So Kim is holding the tube, so I'm able to do the focus easily on her. So I go on autofocus, I start the autofocus and I go back to manual. Now I do the framing. I'm gonna put her on the left side of the framing. The empty space is gonna be on this side for the moment. Okay, so now we have beautiful reflection. I think we could stretch a little bit. Can you walk back a little bit? So we're going to use the waves. Yeah, that's it. So now I have more reflection. Go back. Go. Okay. Trying to frame with this one. Yeah, we have enough waves coming in, so we'll have that beautiful reflection. Can you step this way a little bit? Perfect. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the focus again because we changed the spot. I go back to manual focus, change the white balance on this camera too to Kelvin 4500. There we go. Wow, that's much better. Okay, so turning on the trigger, flip the monitor on Kim's side. I'll change the framing a little bit here because we just gain a bit more space this way. There we go. Now I need to get my other trigger, the one that I'm going to keep in my hand. Yeah, so I do a half press, so I see that it's working. It's connecting here, and of course I have to go back to bold mode, and I'm going to start at ISO 100 f9. Okay, can you do a circle? That's a bit too dark, so let's go to f7.1. Okay, another one. So that's 1 second exposure. It's still a bit too dark. I think we started just a little bit too late, but it's gonna be it. So as you can see, I'm going around so I don't leave any footprints between Kim and I on the sand. It's quite obvious, right? Are you okay?
Yeah.
So I'm going to align myself perfectly with this camera over here. Okay, get ready in 3, 2, 1. Stop. Gonna go sideways. In 3, 2, 1. Stop. Okay, can you take back? No, I'm gonna turn off the mirror one, or just Yeah, I'm gonna use just a mirror one. So again, in 3, 2, 1, stop. And a flower, 3, 3, 2, 1, stop. Okay. So I turned off one of the flashlight because I really feel like we started too late and it's bright, super bright with only one tube. Yeah. So just the mirror tube is much better. Wow, it's beautiful. So we get good colors. A lot of small things in the way, but it's okay. So as I don't even need the second tube now, I'm going to take back everything and leave with only the mirror, so it's easier to swipe around. Ok, en fait, on va garder juste celui-là. Okay, so now I have only the mirror tube and a black cap on top of it, so we don't have that big line. So I don't need to have a line at that point. So don't move in 3, 2, 1. Stop. I do a twirl in 3, 2, 1. Stop. Sideways. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, can you keep this? And also, usually we don't talk in English, of course. Everything is in French. Wow, nice. A lot of schnutz in the way, though. We have to get rid of the schnutz. Okay, so now it's getting too dark on the pictures. Maybe I'll film just a little bit on this one, so I won't take any pictures. I just want to film the process from this angle too. Okay, I'm not taking pictures, I'm just filming. In 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Avec un twirl. 3, 2, 1. Stop. Ok, c'est bon. Je vais le garder. So now I'm keeping the tube because I think I'm going to change it. I have so many things in the way, so it's not going to be a miracle night, you know. That happens. Oh, we got so many things. C'est lettre! check ça devant. Il y a trop de schnout. Ah! It's okay. Okay, going back to bold mode and I'm gonna go to ISO 400. I'll do a test shot just for the there's so many things on the foreground. So do a test shot for 1 second. I release. Looking good. Okay, so I wanted to test the pearl tube tonight. So I'll take back my black cap from the mirror tube. I take the pearl tube that is in the pouch. I put the black cap on top of it. It looks super bright. So we get much more colors using this one. Just want to check that everything is still filming here. Yep. All light that I've been using since the beginning is now too bright, so I switched to the knit core with the dimmer. But what's super interesting is that it's the exact right moment where I can go on strobe mode with the knit core because it's a bit dimmer than the all light one. And this this net core is giving us super thin stripes, which is looking good when I'm not using a second tube. Okay, get ready. In 3, 2, 1. Stop. In 3, 2, 1. Stop. Okay, I'll have a look. Yeah. So using the pearl tool, well, it's giving us super nice colors on the foreground. It's quite white. Now here we can see the difference between the strobe on the Olight and the strobe on the knit core. So different. So yeah, the light is white in the light painting, but on the foreground we can clearly see all of the colors from that tube. Okay, I forgot to bring a side clip for the knit core, so I'm going to steal the one from the Olight. There we go. Okay, so I'll do a few other shapes using the same tube, probably not on strobe, and it's a bit too bright, so I'll dim down just like that. Okay, and I forgot to flip the screen so we can see what's happening. Are we still good in here? That's okay. Are you okay? And I keep doing a half press on this one, so the camera is always ready to shoot. Okay, don't move in. 3, 2, 1. Stop. It's a bit dark. In 3, 2, 1. Stop. Joli. Oh! Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so it's getting dark. I'm going to change the white balance to 38. We got a lot of crap that came back on the foreground. And on the camera that is filming, I'm going to switch to 24 frames a second so we can see a little bit better. We're back. Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Stop. In 3, 2, 1. Stop. In 3, 2, 1. Stop. Okay. Okay, time to switch to the red pink tube, and I'll take the glow cap on this one so you see the difference with the edge that is going to create just by adding this one. Okay, so I'm taking this red pink tube, that's the glow cap that I put on top of it. There we go. You can already see that it's bouncing back the light right here. Yeah, I see it in the foreground. It's going to be good. Just that light foreground is so nice. And I'm going to use the pressure switch a little bit so I can turn on and off the light. In 3, 2, 1. Stop. In 3, 2, 1. Stop. Same one. 3, 2, 1. Stop. Je vais faire un rond. I think it's getting too dark to do stripes, but I'll try it anyway. 3, 2, 1. Stop. Okay, deep flower. Three, two, one. Stop. Okay.
Wait.
So sometimes I'm telling her which shape I'm going to do, so she takes the pose, but most of the time I'm just following what she has in mind. So she's guiding the pose. So I don't really like that edge on this specific shot. And in fact, I think even the color is not that interesting currently. So I'll move on to something else. I'll take back the black cap right here, and I have other options for the colors. I think that the pearl was the best so far. I have the Jupiter. I never tried this one outdoors. Jupiter is kind of yellowish, but I think it's gonna look a bit too green in here. I need to adjust the settings a little bit. It's getting dark, so I'll go at f3.2. But that also means that I have to dim down the light just a little bit more. There we go. So I don't think that this color is going to work, so it's going to be a quick test. Just a circle in 3, 2, 1. Stop. I waited just a little bit before stopping the exposure so I could grab a little bit more of the sky behind. Yeah, Jupiter with these colors, I'm not too sure. So I have another option left that might work. Otherwise, I just go neutral with the mirror or the frosted tube. But the peach one. Peach is one of my favorite tubes these days, but mostly in studio. We'll see how it looks like outdoors. We did a few ones with it earlier this week. Can do a normal flower. In 3, 2, 1. Stop. Faire un rond. In 3, 2, 1. Stop. Oh. Nope. It looks like Christmas. So it's a trial and error night tonight. Not super happy with the colors so far, but this is so different from what we had a few days ago when we shot in here, because we don't have any clouds and it's a little bit flat. So there's no texture in the sky. So what could be nice is to use the outline flashlight at this point, because as we're just experimenting anyway, if I use this one, so that's the light that I put on top of the tube right here. There we go. So this one should be bright enough. I need to attach it. The side clip is a bit loose, so I'm gonna take an elastic to fix it in place. That's an easy hack. And I'm going to keep the other flashlight going to keep the other flashlight in place, but it's mostly about the weight. I'm going to turn it off. Forgot the trigger, forgot the trigger. And it's getting really dark now. The white balance also has to be changed, so I'm gonna go to 32 and F2 ISO 800, and this one here is getting at its max capacities. I can crank the ISO a little bit. Sorry, it's gonna be noisy, but you're going to see what I do. That video is going to be so long. Okay, so I'm going to do a test with the outline flashlight. Not too sure, but so far the colors are so ugly. Do you hear what I'm saying all the time, or no? Okay, great.
Too loud.
Is that the pose?
Yeah.
Okay, so don't move in 3, 2, 1. Stop again in 3, 2, 1. Stop in 3, 2, 1. So I'm going a little bit in front of her so we can see her face. And as always, there are no other sources of light. It's just this tube and this flashlight. 3, 2, 1. And again in 3, 2, 1. And on this one, I'm keeping the light on behind her so I can grab more of the background. Okay, so I was using the open side. Now I'm going to use the colored side. It's going to be super different, but probably too dim. Get ready in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I'm sure I'm visible on this one because it's a long exposure and I wasn't sideways. Okay, let's try again. In 3, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Okay, let me have a look. Can you take everything?
Yep.
Thanks. So sometimes I'm asking her to... Oh! Wow! It's working well. So what you did with the dress was working well, and the two colors are working super well too. So we'll continue with this. So these are the best pictures we did so far, I think, tonight. And it's looking better when I keep this side open because of the glow that's still visible on this side. I need to change the white balance on this one. Can you turn it on? Yeah. Ok, on va y aller 3, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Encore. 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Et 3, 2, 1. Ah, j'ai manqué, on recommence ça. Et 3, 2, 1. Stop. Et encore. 3, 2, 1. Stop. Et 3, 2, 1. Stop. Et 3, 2, 1. Stop. Et Wow, there are. Stop. Working with this outline flashlight is still new for me, and I fail at most of the shots that I'm doing, but when I really get it, it's looking so good. So I keep trying and trying. So we have a few interesting ones on this. So I think that the dress is a bit too square. I'm gonna ask her to be more sideways. And I'm gonna change the settings a little bit. So I'll be now at f1.8 and ISO 1600. I'm gonna film a little bit actually on this one just to show the process of using this tiny flashlight. So I need to do the same changes I done on the other side. So do at FPS 24 and ISO really high. ISO 25,000. That's a lot, but it should work. Yeah, that's visible. And I don't really mind about the footprints at this point because the waves are so strong that it's wiping everything. Okay, so it's a bit too square when you're going like this, so try to be a bit more sideways.
Okay, but same way.
Yeah, and I'm just filming currently. So that might be good for video light painting, but we won't get any pictures from that. And I see that the cameras over there just stopped filming, so the battery is dead, but we'll keep shooting with these two DSLRs. Okay, get ready in 3, 2, 1.